Hi friends, good morning to all of you. My name is Amrit Alam. I am going to telling about a story on my bosom friend, Mr. Parvez. This story on me and my bosom friend, Mr. Parvez. He is very handsome and fully attractive or active. He is always with me from class nursery to class 12th in the same school, college and the same hostels. Both are passes the class 12th. His class 12th. His admission in the Manu University, Hyderabad, and my admission in CIMAGE Professional College, Patna. He is doing BSc Computer Science because he's interested in computer technology sector, and I am doing BBA because I am interested in business sector. And I also like a businessman personality. My bosom friend's name is MD Parvez, but never I said MD Parvez. I always calling PK. PK means Parvez PK because he is not only my bosom friend. He is like a motivator for me. When I am sad, then I calling him and I talking my friend few minutes and I have rise fully energy and my body mind and when he is very sad then he is calling me and I am doing fully motivate him. Thank you, ma'am. I stop my lecture with this word. Thank you.
Okay, Tabriz, few things that you have to keep in mind. There are a lot of grammatical mistakes. Plus, आप कोई भी स्टेज कभी भी आप प्रेजेंट करते हो, चाहे आप स्टोरी प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, चाहे आप कोई स्पीच प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, चाहे डिबेट प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, ओरल
Okay, ma'am.
कम्युनिकेशन अगर आप कर रहे हैं, चाहे आप रिटन कर रहे हैं, तो कोई भी फ्रेज 3 से ज्यादा बार रिपीट नहीं करिएगा. ठीक है? कोई भी
Okay,
स्टोरी
ma'am.
अगर आप लिखते हैं, कोई भी स्पीच लिखते हैं, कोई भी फ्रेज आपका, ठीक है, वो 3 से ज्यादा बार रिपीट अगर होता है तो इट साउंड्स एग्जैजरेटिंग. ठीक है, 3 बार अगर आप रिपीट कर रहे हैं, दैट मीन्स यू आर मेकिंग द पॉइंट इम्पोर्टेंट. उससे ज्यादा अगर आप रिपीट करते हैं तो इसका मतलब आप वहां पर एम्फसाइज बहुत ज्यादा कर रहे हैं जहाँ नहीं करना चाहिए. ठीक है, 3 बार करिए, दैट इज एनफ. एंड डू वन थिंग, ये जो आपने लिख के कहीं रखा होगा, जो आपने अभी बोला है,
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, वो मुझे सेंड करो ईमेल पर अभी. I'll try to correct it if I get the time and then I'll send it back. ठीक है, तो क्या एरर्स
Okay,
हुए
ma'am.
वो आपको स्पेसिफिकली पता चल जाएगा.
Okay, ma'am.
ओके, यस, एनीवन एल्स, अदर स्टूडेंट्स? Yes, Chris, you can start your presentation and Gaurav be ready after that. Chris, are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I'm audible?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, you're audible.
Okay. Can I start, ma'am?
Yes, you can.
Oh, very happy good morning to all of you and my respected teacher. Ma'am, I have a short story about KFC. Have you ever?
Yeah,
Hello.
being one.
Can I go through about the story of KFC?
Yes, sure.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a question for you. Have you started new things and the people rejected many several times? Do you ever got this rejection in your life ever?
Many times.
Many times, ma'am. Everyone had faced these problems. But I share a short story upon the KFC owner, Colonel Harold Sanders, the owner of KFC. KFC full form is Kentucky Fried Chicken. Okay. And he started his ventures starting with his franchisee. He was disappointed many times in his life and still made his dream come true late in his life. Really inspiring. He failed many times in his journey. He rejected by 1009 times before the final approval. Then he started the age of 40, but his dream of restaurant was turned down many times due to conflicts and war. His dream was to make a small restaurant that people should try new things. He is a seventh graded dropped out many ventures in life, but tasted bitter every time. Later, he attempted to franchise his restaurant. He His recipe got rejected 1,009 times before final approval, and soon the secret recipe was KFC he introduced that people demanded many times. He then thought, why not to introduce this? And that recipe, secret recipe, become the worldwide hit recipe. KFC is the one globally expanded and company sold $2 billion. He never thought that he would start with the short story, introducing chicken taste to the consumers, because he started his many ideas and working upon it with everything he got with the new ideas, but he didn't people didn't accept it and rejected many times. So, and he is the famous celebrity as his face is celebrated in the logos as everyone see. So I come to the moral of the story is that if you started new journey, people will reject many times. If a man or any person can even accept a failure of 1009 times, would he not disrespect his ideas? He should move on. My story inspires everyone to try hard, believe in yourself until you see success despite how many times you have ever failed in life. Accept yourself, accept your journey, and accept your ideas to move on. Thank you. That's it.
Okay. Krit, there were minor faults which I have never heard you before. कुछ चीजें थी जहाँ पर आप अटक रहे थे जो पहले कभी नहीं उठते हो. So is there any specific reason for that?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, ma'am. I am not audible. What you have said. Sorry, ma'am.
Yes, I was saying कि आपका यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा अटक रहे थे आप बीच बीच में जब बोल रहे थे. So you did not do those things before. पहले उतना नहीं अटकते थे, अभी इस बार आप कुछ ज्यादा ही अटक रहे थे. Any specific reason?
Ma'am, a specific reason because I don't know. It's my. I thought I had read the story. I searched upon it.
Okay, you haven't. You don't have a written document for reference, right?
Ma'am, I have a written document, but I have it's a biography of someone's that, and I properly didn't got a concept. That's what I have remembered. That's I said to you.
Okay. So
that's why it's a biography. It's not a storyline that I adapted in my mind. That's why.
No. The storyline was not the thing that was faulty. The thing was that previous speeches or previous presentations were a little better from this one. ठीक है, आपका जो previous speech था या previous presentations जो आपने दिए हैं वो इससे थोड़े से better हैं. यहाँ पर कुछ ज़्यादा ही आप अटक रहे थे because I don't know what the specific reason was, but still you were a little bit maybe hesitant to say those things or whatever. But जो भी problem था, I'm just telling you कि थोड़ा बहुत जो hesitation है वो आपकी speech में कुछ ज़्यादा ही दिख रहा था. जब आप बोल रहे थे तो आपका यहाँ पर hesitation बहुत ज़्यादा पता चल रहा था. तो उस पे थोड़ा सा वर्क करिए, ठीक है?
Okay, I will try. I will do best. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, next would be Gaurav, 78-2. Switch on your camera and then you can go ahead. Gaurav, are you able to hear my voice? Yes, you can start your speech.
Good morning to all of you. My name is Gaurav Ranjan and today I am present presentation on television violence and children. Television violence and children's. With the right programming, a television can provide entertainment and education for children. However, as we all know, it contains a significant amount of negative images, television's violence, harsh language, and sexually explicit content, as well as aggressive marketing are prevalent. It's those types of images and messages which most professionals and parents wish to eliminate for young children. Of course, such violent contents isn't confined just to televisions. Music, video games, and more are in questions. Should parents really be concerned about televisions and children? What does the research show as far as the effects of television violence? This presentation focuses primarily on the case against exposure to media violence. It's for parents to counter, act, or block safe programming and help in finding the best viewing option out there. What are the effects of television violence on children? Over the past 30 years, thousands of studies have examined the effect of television violence on children. Viewing violence on TV has been linked to aggression in both males and females, despite other factors, such as intelligence, social status, or parenting style. It has been said to be a powerful influence in developing value system and shaping behavior. Clearly, view violence on TV is not the only influence, and its effect varies based on the age of child. Studies have shown the effect of TV violence are greatest at an early age. It seems that the types of violence seen can also result in different responses. Violence which is not seen as evil or does not result in punishment, disapproval, or human suffering appears that which is most likely to result in aggressive behavior in children. Other sorts of violence. The violence and other inappropriate content present in television shows are sometimes easy to spot, from fist fighting and arguing to shoot and other criminal activities. It is clearly that much of prime TV is filled with such images. Cop shows, dramas, and reality TV don't sneak by the watchful eye of most parents. But how other sorts of media violence, the writing war coverage, and crime stories on the news. The violence present in many cartoons, how about the unrealistic violence in WWE fight or a brawl in hockey? Some sporting events don't really provide the kind of role models children need. Then, of course, there is unabated violence in some forms of music and in video games. For parents who wish to limit exposure, all media really needs to be evaluated. What can parents do to protect their children from television violence? Parents can do a number of things, but primarily they can limit their child's exposure to violence on television by monitoring and restricting what they watch, show parental controls, rules, and exposing them to better programming. Set time limits. Kids under 18 to 24 months can avoid TV altogether. For kids aged 18 months to 5 years, perhaps start with an hour a day with parental involvement before increasing to 2 hours a day maximum. Such school age kids can have a limit set by their parents. Viewing time limits should include all screen timing, internet, and TV. Set limits on content. Parents should know what young children watch. They can block programs they don't want their children to view. Or for the very young, restrict viewing to pre-recorded contents they have approved. In other words, replace the violent content you don't want with content that you feel is more appropriate, entertainment or education. Of course, diligent parents should also consider how to put limits on content access on the other devices. A child may access such as a phone if it has internet access or a tablet, computer or laptop. Cellular provider offers parental control and there is also software app available to give parents some of the tools they need. Participate and educate. Parents should start by watching TV with their children to discuss and help interpret what they are seeing rather than leaving television. And children left unmonitored, be sure kids recognize violence and begin to analyze the real world consequence for it. Then help them begin to find alternate ways of handling situation. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. First of all, Gaurav, whenever you are giving a speech that is more than 1 minute long, अगर 1 मिनट से स्पेसिफिकली ज्यादा लंबा है आपका स्पीच, तो ट्राई करिए कि उसमें डाटा बहुत कम रहे. ठीक है, डाटा इन द सेंस तो रिसर्च आपने किया होगा, जो डाटा आपने कलेक्ट किया होगा कि ये चीजें होती हैं वॉल्यूम्स में, ये चीजें आपके चिल्ड्रन को इफेक्ट करती हैं, वो कम रहे. ठीक है, और कंक्लूजन पार्ट आप खुद से यहाँ पर लिखें कि आपका क्या ओपिनियन है कि यहाँ पर क्या करनी चाहिए. ठीक है, एंड ऑल्सो ट्राई टू मेक इट इन सिंपल वर्ड्स. आपके जो वर्ड्स हैं, ठीक है, थोड़ा सा आपका नेटवर्क इशू था तो यहाँ पर सुनाई भी थोड़ा ठीक नहीं दे रहा था, बट स्टिल यहाँ पर वर्ड्स जो हैं वो सिंपल यूज करने का कोशिश करिए. ठीक है, ऐसे वर्ड्स नहीं यूज करिए जिनको समझना पड़े. ओके. Okay, next would be yes, Abhishek. Yes, you can start your speech.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abhishek Raj, and my story name is The Foolish Donkey. A salt seller used to carry the salt bag on his donkey to the market every day. On the way, they had to cross a stream. One day, the donkey suddenly tumbled down the stream, and the salt bag also fell into the water. The salt dissolved in the water, and hence the bag became very light to carry. The donkey was happy. Then the donkey started to play the same trick every day. The salt seller came to understand the trick and decided to teach a lesson to it. The next day, he loaded a cotton bag on the donkey. Again, it played the same trick, hoping that the cotton bag would be still become lighter. But the dumped cotton bag very heavy to carry and it suffered much. Thank you, ma'am. Moral of the story was luck want forever always.
Okay. See, it was very short. That was precisely very short. ठीक है, तो 1 मिनट भी कंप्लीट नहीं हो पाया आपका स्पीच का और स्टोरी का, बट इट वाज ऑलराइट. सिंस इट वाज स्टोरी, इट कैन बी अ वेरी शॉर्ट, बट स्पेसिफिक है कि आप यहाँ पर मॉरल सही से बताएं. ठीक है, तो इफ वन यू हैव टू बी ऑन म्यूट. यस, तो यहाँ पर अभी आपका फ्लो जो है वो थोड़ा सा इम्प्रूव हो रहा है. दैट मीन्स यू हैव प्रैक्टिस बिफोर कमिंग हियर एंड प्रेजेंटिंग. प्रैक्टिस किया था?
यस मैम. हम नेक्स्ट प्रीवियस क्लास में ही बोलना चाहते थे मैम, तो ये नहीं थोड़ा.
अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं. तो यहाँ पर आप प्रैक्टिस अगर करेंगे तो फ्लो में चेंज आता है. ठीक है, सिंस आई एम नोटिसिंग दैट मीन्स कि कोई और भी नोटिस करेगा. तो प्रैक्टिस करके आप प्रेजेंट करेंगे तो थोड़ा बहुत चेंजेस आएगा एंड इम्प्रूव कर पाओगे. ओके.
यस, थैंक यू मैम.
ओके, ऑलराइट. यस, प्रीति, यू आर नेक्स्ट. Milang, you can do afterwards. And
so good morning to all. My name is Preeti Kumari. I'm here to share my 10th standard story. Actually, when I was in 10th standard, I don't know why, but my class teacher appointed me as a class monitor. Actually, I was so shy that days. I talk very less in class, means I was always quiet. So when I was appointed as a monitor, sir called me and said, now you are the spy of this class. Give me all the information. If someone is doing wrong, then with lots of responsibility, I said yes to sir. Then for a while, I thought, how can I spy on my friends? But then I thought, what the wrong thing they can do? Then one of my friend who was a cupboard monitor was doing wrong. You know what she's doing? She was doing. Actually, she marked present in attendance sheet of their friends, and not even this, she also changes the marks given by teachers. Then one day I saw this, that how can she do this for this actually very wrong, because for those students who are giving their best in their studies and they are who are coming regularly to the school, then I said to sir, and sir is giving me that responsibility, but I refused this. I said to sir, no sir, I can't take this. Then sir said, I have faith in you. That word when he said, trust me, I have never disappointed him. So the moral of the story is that never broke the trust of someone who have faith in you. Thank you.
Okay, so Preeti, few pointers. When you are speaking, try to keep your face and look in the camera. ठीक है, वर्चुअल है तो आपको कैमरा में देखना है. जैसे आपको मैंने बताया है कि whenever you are standing in front of the class, तो आपको eye contact करना है. So here we are virtually connected, so you have to look into the camera. ठीक है, and a little slower would be better. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा आपको slow जाना है ताकि आपकी बातें जो हैं वो ऑडियंस अच्छे से समझ पाए, कोई भी बीच में मैशअप ना हो पाए. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा स्लो करिए अपना स्लो.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, then next would be yes, Milan, sorry. Yes, you can start your.
Can I start, ma'am?
Yes, you can.
So it's a good morning to all. My name is Milan Kumar, and today I am here to present a story. So my story name is The Wise Owl. So there was an old owl who lived in an oak tree. Every day he observed incidents that occurred around him. So yesterday he watched as a young helped an old man carry a heavy basket. Today he saw a young girl shouting at her mother. The more he saw, the less he spoke. As the day went on, he spoke less, but heard more. The old owl had heard people talking around telling stories. He heard a woman saying an elephant jumped over a fence. He heard a man saying that he had never. So many people came and he listened all of them their stories. So the old owl had seen and heard what happened to people. There were some who became better, some who became worse, but the old owl in the tree had become wiser and each and every day. So the moral of my story is be more observant, talk less, and listen more. This will make you wise. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, yes. As always, आपका फ्लो भी सही है और facial expression improve कर रहे हैं. So just keep on doing that. You might improve a lot. Okay. All right. Yes, Nishu Kumari. Yes, you can start your speech.
Good morning, ma'am. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity. As we all know that nowadays children are more attached to TV and phones. Instead of having its benefit, it have more conscience on children. It could be detailed like children who view violent acts on TV are more likely to show aggressive behavior. Children may become less sensitive to the pain and suffering of others. Television violence can make a child fear that the world is dangerous and that something bad will happen to them. Television characters often show risky behavior such as smoking, drinking, and consumption of many other narcotic substances. Children have difficult time understanding the difference between what is real or what is fiction and tend to copy what they see. At last, I would like to conclude my speech with these words that television are good till they are used in control. When it gets behind control, it would only harm us and children. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Again, Nishu, a few pointers will be use simple words. Okay, words जो use आपने किए हैं. Content was very good. ठीक है, still यहाँ पर आपका confusion थोड़ा लंबा हो सकता था. ठीक है, but still यहाँ पर content ठीक ठाक था and थोड़ा सा आपको content में ऐसे words use करने हैं जो simple है समझने में. ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा हैवी अगर आप यूज करते हैं लैंग्वेज, तो उससे होता क्या है कि दैट योर ऑडियंस गेट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट वर्ड। ठीक है, तो ट्राई करिए कि आप वर्ड सिंपल यूज करें, एंड 2-3 बार प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो आई एम श्योर यू विल इम्प्रूव। ठीक है, ऑल राइट, एनीवन एल्स? Anyone else who likes to present? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 students have presented. You still have time, so if anyone is prepared, they can present it. And we'll do something. यहाँ पर आपका because there are a lot of things that cannot be done in the virtual meeting, right? तो यहाँ पे आपका बहुत अभी दिन बचा हुआ है still for February to end. So बच्चे स्पीच आप लोग ऑलरेडी बहुत प्रेजेंट कर चुके हैं। बैच 1 स्टूडेंट आप लोग ऑलरेडी बहुत ज्यादा स्पीच प्रेजेंट कर चुके हैं। स्पीच अभी आपको प्रेजेंट करने की जरूरत नहीं है। आई नो यू कैन मेक द कंटेंट गुड, ठीक है, आई नो यू कैन मेक द कंटेंट हाउएवर आई वांट यू टू मेक, बट द थिंग इज कि योर इम्प्रूवमेंट शुड शो इन योर बॉडी लैंग्वेज, इमोशंस एंड योर आई कॉन्टैक्ट। ठीक है, अभी आपका प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स इम्प्रूव करना ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। कंटेंट आप अच्छा बना सकते हो, मुझे पता चल गया। देयर इज नो स्टूडेंट, specifically at least 90% of the students from batch 1 can make a good content however I want them to make, but still आपको यहाँ पर improve करना है अपना personality skill, ठीक है, आपका presentation skill, ये सारी चीजें improve आपको करनी है। तो आप speech नहीं अब देंगे, you will be participating in these activities that I'm specifying for you people, ठीक है। बिफोर नेक्स्ट क्लास, क्योंकि बैच 1 के ऑलरेडी बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट यहाँ पर दे चुके हैं, बट स्टिल देयर आर चांसेस फॉर अदर्स टू गिव। तो अगर बाकी स्टूडेंट दे सकते हैं, दे कैन प्रेजेंट, बट आई विल बी इंट्रोड्यूसिंग न्यू टॉपिक फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट क्लास। नेक्स्ट मीन्स मंडे से नया टॉपिक दे देंगे, बिकॉज ऑलरेडी बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट प्रेजेंट कर चुके हैं। आई एम स्टिल सेइंग यहाँ पर अभी भी बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो प्रेजेंट नहीं करते हैं, इवन इन बैच 1। बैच 2 स्टूडेंट तो अभी वार्म अप करना शुरू किए हैं, वो लोग धीरे धीरे प्रेजेंट करेंगे, आई नो दैट, बट स्टिल बैच 1 स्टूडेंट में भी बहुत सारे ऐसे हैं जो एवरीडे क्लास करते हैं एंड दे जस्ट कीप क्वाइट। तो यहाँ पर बैठे रहने से आपका इम्प्रूवमेंट नहीं होगा, ठीक है। मैं नाम नहीं लेना चाहती, बट देयर आर फ्यू स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम बैच 1 who have been participating continuously in each and every activity and they have made great improvement from the starting, ठीक है। हाँ, ये अलग बात है कि वो लोग ब्रिज बैच में कुछ नहीं ज्यादा सीखे हैं, उनको मैंने डांट के बीबीए में सिखाया है बहुत कुछ, बट स्टिल देयर इज अ डिफरेंस इन देयर परफॉर्मेंस, देयर इज अ डिफरेंस इन द कंटेंट दे वांट टू मेक। जैसा मैंने कहा कि अगर मैं उनको बोलती ये चीज कंटेंट प्ले करने के लिए, द 90% ऑफ द स्टूडेंट वुड बी एबल टू प्रेजेंट एटलीस्ट, यू कैन से कि पूरा अप्रोचेबल कंटेंट वो लेके आ सकते थे, बट यू हैव टू इम्प्रूव योर presentation skill। and batch 2 student, आपका ये जो कंटेंट आ रहा है, अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू, जो भी आप रिसर्च करते हैं गूगल से या आप अगर किसी से भी रिसर्च करके लिख रहे हैं, आपका कंटेंट बॉडी पार्ट में रहना चाहिए एंड दैट शुड बी मिनिमाइज्ड टू मिनिमम एटलीस्ट 6 to 7 लाइन्स, उससे ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए, ठीक है। आप जितना ज्यादा कंटेंट इसमें डालेंगे उतना ज्यादा स्पीच आपका बोरिंग हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो जब आप प्रेजेंटेशन, व्हेनेवर यू आर गिविंग एनीथिंग, आप ओरली अपने ऑडियंस के सामने कुछ भी प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, दैट मीन्स यू आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर देम टू अंडरस्टैंड योर इशू, ठीक है। ये भले ही बहुत सीरियस इशू है, लेकिन स्टिल आपको ये तरीका खोजना होगा जिस तरीके से आप प्रेजेंट करो तो आपकी ऑडियंस समझ जाए कि ये मैटर बहुत ही ज्यादा सीरियस है, एंड what measures can they do, क्या वो कर सकते हैं या फिर क्या वो कहाँ से वो हेल्प पा सकते हैं इन सब चीजों के लिए, इन सब सोल्यूशन के लिए, ये सारी चीजों पे ज्यादा ध्यान दें, ठीक है। सिंपल वर्ड्स यूज करना शुरू करिए। आप अगर सर्च भी करते हैं तो जो आपने रिसर्च करके डाटा कलेक्ट किया है उसको अपने वर्ड्स में लिखिए। इट विल हेल्प यू टू आपको खुद भी बहुत आसानी होगी, अगर आप सिंपल वर्ड्स में लिखते हैं तो आपको प्रेजेंट करने में भी आसानी होगी, और प्लस आपकी ऑडियंस भी अच्छी तरह समझ जाएगी। ठीक है, डोंट गो टू फास्ट, डोंट गो टू स्लो। ठीक है, फ्लो मेंटेन करने का कोशिश करिए, एंड ट्राई टू बी अ लिटिल मोर अटेंटिव टू योर फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन। ठीक है, अगर आप एक्सप्रेशन चेंज नहीं भी कर रहे हैं तो एटलीस्ट आप कैमरा में देखकर बोलिए, ताकि आपके जो ऑडियंस है उन्हें लगे कि आप उनसे बात कर रहे हैं। अंडरस्टूड? ऑलराइट, so is there anyone else who would like to present? और कोई जो प्रेजेंट करना चाहता है? Okay, if there is no one, then let's take the attendance, and still batch 1. Yes, Manish, would you like to present your speech?
Yes, ma'am. Can I
Okay.
tell you, ma'am? Ma'am, good
Yes.
morning to all. Ma'am, to a story that happened to me, I want to tell you, ma'am. I want to share a short story. Good morning to all of you. I am Manish Kumar. I want to tell you some incident happened to me. This is true story. One day when I was at the age of 8 or 9 years, maybe, on that time, my grandfather was on a home goddess, and that time is a small box having a lots of money. I don't know which type of money is in the market going on, but on that time I don't know about that the money. When I have to go to that and I stolen a money from that, lots of money on that time or today, I know that this money very important to us. On that money belong to the silver coins and maybe copper coin. On that time I will go to the playing, and that's I threw all the coins on the gardens and maybe in the fields. And once and second incident happened to at the age of 14, when I was go to the garden of guava trees. When I climb on that tree, I was jumping like a monkey from here and there, and on that time the guava tree is very weak. I jumped from there and I plug a guava tree. The tree forgotten that fall down. When I have our right hand fractured on that time, and nobody. I was very remorseful. And third incident had happened to me a few 15 days ago when I come from Patna to Gaya, and on that time Gaya is also home, and now come from the village. Now name of the village is Pirachak. After that, when I go to playing cricket match, while playing I had an accident while playing cricket. When I catch a ball, I collide with a tree. Our left face was very remorseful and very danger for me. On that time, I think that very remorseful, and I think that the moral of the story that whatever you are doing, first you think and take care of which is perfect for you or not, and after that you will decide is to play or anything. This incident think about a lots. Thank you.
Okay. मनीष, few pointers. आप थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर जब बोल रहे हैं तो थोड़ा सा फास्ट जा रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा स्लो करिए एंड ट्राई करिए कि स्मूथली बोलें। ठीक है, वर्ड्स जो आपके निकल रहे हैं वो बहुत ही ज्यादा यू कैन से इस तरह निकल रहे हैं कि वहां पर मैशअप हो जा रहे हैं। ठीक है, आपस में मिल जा रहे हैं। ठीक है, तो जो भी आप प्रेजेंट करेंगे पहले उनको रीड करिए अच्छे से, एक जगह लिखकर रीड करिए, प्रैक्टिस करिए, उसके बाद यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट करेंगे। एंड सेकेंड थिंग, आप हाँ, बैच 2 के लिए आई हैव गिवन द टॉपिक फॉर टेलीविजन वायलेंस एंड चिल्ड्रन। ठीक है, स्टोरी टेलिंग बैच 1 के लिए था। तो इट इज ऑल राइट इफ यू आर प्रेजेंटिंग। द थिंग इज कि अभी आप लोग स्टेज पे है नहीं कि आपको यहाँ पर प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स या फिर आप स्टोरी जो है वो अच्छी तरह यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट कर पाए। तो फर्स्ट स्टेज आपका ये रहेगा कि आप स्पीच तैयार करिए, उसको प्रैक्टिस करिए, उसके बाद यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट करिए। जब आपका स्मूथ हो जाएगा फ्लो थोड़ा सा कि यहाँ पर ऑडियंस आपकी बात समझ पाए अच्छे से, आप रख पाए अपनी बात सिंपल लैंग्वेज में, उसके बाद आप स्टोरी टेलिंग पे जा सकते हैं। All right. Okay. Yes. Another student have raised their hand. Or कोई student? See, it takes a lot for any one of you to present here. ठीक है, बहुत मेहनत लगती है, बहुत एक्चुअल में हिम्मत लगती है प्रेजेंट करने में. ठीक है, मुझे पता है नर्वसनेस हो जाती है सबको whenever you are presenting anything in front of your class. वो नॉर्मल सी चीज है. ठीक है, तो वही चीज के लिए मैं बोल रही हूँ कि whenever you are presenting, start with something basic. ठीक है, yes, Ritu.
Good morning, all of you. I am Ritu. I am here to give my presentation, a small story. A boy and a girl were playing together. The boy had a collection of marbles. The girl had some sweets with her. The boy told the girl that he will give her all his marble in exchange for her sweets. The girl agreed. The boy kept the biggest and the most beautiful marble aside and gave the rest to the girl. The girl gave him all her sweets as he had promised. That night the girl slept peacefully, but the boy could not sleep as he kept wondering if the girl has hidden some sweets from him the way he had hidden the best marble. The moral is that if you don't give 100% in relationship, you will always keep doubting if the other person has given his or her 100%. This is applicable for any relationship, families, love, friendship, employee, relationship, etc. Give your 100% to anything you do and sleep peacefully. Thank you.
ओके ऋतु, आपका स्पीच में कोई आपका स्टोरी में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कंटेंट सही था एंड देयर वाज नो इशू इन योर फ्लो. द ओनली इज दैट योर प्रेजेंटेशन. ठीक है, प्रेजेंटेशन में जब आप प्रेजेंट करते हैं तो ट्राई करिए कि कैमरा में देखकर प्रेजेंट करें. और इफ यू वांट टू लुक, अगर आप देख के भी बोलना चाहते हैं देन इट इज ऑल राइट. आप एक बार रीड करिए, तो लास्ट लाइन के पहले एक बार देख लीजिए ऊपर and try to like convey the message with conviction. Conviction का मतलब थोड़ा सा एक होता है ना कॉन्फिडेंस आपकी वॉइस में अभी नहीं. ठीक है, वो कॉन्फिडेंस लाइए अपनी वॉइस. ऑलराइट, एनीवन एल्स? यस, टाइम तो हो गया है, तो रेस्ट ऑफ ऑल अगर किसी ने प्रिपेयर किया है तो वो नेक्स्ट क्लास के लिए रख ले. नेक्स्ट क्लास जिन लोगों ने प्रिपेयर कर लिया है, प्रेजेंट कर लिया है, उन लोगों के लिए आई विल गिव another topic. ठीक है, okay, let's meet in the next class then.